Hello everyone, welcome back. Now let's draw this shape by using Polyline. Now, we don't have any coordinate in the system, so I can start any way that I want. Let's say we'll start with this corner here, start with that corner. So I'll activate Polyline. To start somewhere, you have to click. Please remember, if there is coordinate, you have to input the coordinate as a starting point. But if there is no coordinate on the system, it means you are free to click anywhere. So I'm clicking at this point here. Or imagine this point, it's here. So start from there. Well, first let's change these things back. I mean, you don't see this one, but since I tried a load, so if you see a load big like this, I'm going to click on width. Starting with, I'll make it 0. End with, I'll make it 0. Now, let's adjust the screen. Well, how much do I have here? And the length of this line start from here till here 100. I will use the fourth method. I will make it completely vertical and I will type 100, hit enter. This is this line there. Now I have to do this arc here, yes? So what we have to do, we can click on arc, or you can type A. It's still A because it stands for arc. I can type A, hit enter. Look, it became arc. It'll ask you specify the other point, yes? Specify the end point. Well, this is the end point, I have it, and the distance is 50. Look at how easily I can go. I can just simply move like this, make it, this 50 is horizontal. I can make it like this horizontal and type 50, hit enter. It will draw it for me. It's arc. I'll change back to line, yes? I'll just simply type L, which is here for line. Look, I can click here or type L, stand for line. I'm not pressing escape, remember. Do not press escape. It's one time drawing. Now, here it's 50. I'll make it vertical, 50. We'll go like this, horizontal in this direction, 50. We'll type 50, hit enter. Then again, we need to change back to arc. So A stand for arc here. Then I'll make it vertical. The vertical distance here from this point to this point is 50. So I'll come down like this, 50, hit enter. Then I have to change it back to line, yes? L stands for line. Then I'll simply type 100, hit enter. Then I press escape. This is the shape that we have it here. And where do you expect the center of this shape to be? This is the centroid of the shape, we have it here. The geometric center is somewhere here, we have it. So this is 1. If I made any mistake, if I delete everything, will be deleted here. Everything will be deleted here. So when talking about modify toolbar, we may talk about some options that we use it in that case to overcome this problem. But one thing we were sure about Polyline here, Polyline, that all connected and it's one object. By the way, there is things that you can adjust these things. For example, you can adjust this by playing with these vortexes, but I don't want you to touch anything here, because anything that you play with them, it's going to change the arc that you have it. So sometimes they're using those vertexes, they call them, the vertexes, in order to change the shape of the polyline. But for you, I don't want you to touch them, because when I draw them, we draw engineering way, so we'll leave the rest for later. This is how we use Polyline in AutoCAD. So it's a combination of line and arc. You can use similar things that you know it from arc, from line. So I need you to practice the thing that you draw with line. Try them with Polyline. To see how they come out, at least to understand how to use Polyline. Remember, nothing new. It is still using the method of line and the options for arc. Some of the options, not all of them, some of the options for arc can be used within Polyline to draw the object. Remember, the benefit of this one, will come out in a 3D, and especially when we're talking about so for the polyline, the information that we have it here, there is a lot of things that we can even adjust it later. We can adjust these things later. We can adjust things later if we want to. It's still going to give us the things. For example, I change the thickness. Yes, if I go closer, it's very small. It's very, very small, but let me just change it something bigger to realize it. We can change the, for example, I'm changing this one to 1 by 1. Let's see if it can be seen here. You can see it, for example, here. Even after drawing, we can change the width of the line if it's required. So for example, if anything required, you can change the width of them. Let's say this is not our aim here. This editing tools will come later when we're editing things. Talk about this one later. But remember, polyline can be used to draw line and arc together as one object. That's enough on polyline. Thanks for watching.